Good morning to all of you. Now, today I am Chandana Vasu going to start the 8th standard SST syllabus course. Our first chapter of SST is Arrival of Europeans in India. In this chapter we come to know, we will read about it ki why the India, so many European people, so many other people, community people, why they attracted towards our country, what are the purpose behind it, how they were successful in their fulfilling their wishes. We will go to read about this in this chapter as an introduction. We have learned in the previous standard that many years ago our country was one of the leading countries in the world. Leading countries means the people leading means business, trade, they were doing trade work with other country too much in olden days also. Our country was distinct in the whole world. Distinct means, underline the distinct word, distinct means different from the other country. Why our country was different? Now we are going to read. The people of various countries were being influenced. Influence means attracted by our culture and prosperity. The people of various countries mean whatever that time countries were existed, they were powerful. They they were influenced to our culture means our Indian culture means our so many festivals are there, traditions are there, so many language peoples are living together, so that is called our culture and prosperity. Many languages peoples, though they are different but they are united. Then many people worldwide were eager to enter into trade with our country and earn wealth out of it. So in olden days, our country was known as a golden bird, Swan ki chidiya. Why? Because here a lot of gold were also there. So many spices India were very famous, cotton, silk were very famous. So that's why a lot of Britishers, European people attracted towards our country and to earn wealth. Wealth means to get money. That's why they wanted to do trade with our country at that time. That is the main motto of them. They wanted to make themselves wealthy. That's why they wanted to do trade, started trade, and existed in our country. Now the second senja here telling earlier the merchants means the people who were doing trade business, vyapari, from the various countries came to India from northwest by land route. Since Constantinople was conquered by Turk Muslim for the purpose of trading, Muslims for the purpose of trading. For years, the Arab traders undertook trade through the land route. But as situation changed, trade through land route stopped. Consequently, the demand for Indian commodities means goods, cheeze, like silk, cotton, clothes, muslin is a silk name, black pepper, kali mirch, spices means masale, etc., increase in the European countries. To take the advantage of this situation, many countries of Europe started searching for a sea route to India. So in this stanza, we came to know कि first though European people came to our country doing trade with our country through the land route. When they were crossing, they were doing land route, so they have to cross one place. That place name was Constantinople. That time, that area, and a new community, Turk Muslim community, existed, and they stopped the land route for the traders. Now the European people, how there were no other way to come to India without crossing Constantinople, but it was stopped by the Turk Muslims. So what they will do? trade was stopped at the sometimes, but the European people were too much attracted with our silk, spices, and the demand was very high at that time. Anyhow, people wanted to get those things. So the traders were very in trouble how they get the Indian muslin, silk, cotton. So they started to find out some idea, and they started to search out sea route. They started to take sea route towards India, started finding the route towards through the sea towards India. In this way, the Portugal first started to discover sea route to India. Portugal, so many people started coming. You can see in this map. This is a Portugal. The left hand side you can see Portugal already given, and you can see here also Constantinople area. You can see, and Portugal, they started from the west of Africa and reached to South Africa, where you can see Cape of Good Hope written. It is a place name. First, that Columbus, Vasco da Gama, they reached here only. Then they slowly moved toward the east side of their Cape of Good Hope, and they search out, find it, and were get successful to get Calicut of India. Calicut was situated toward the south of India. First, the Portuguese, they reached in this port area. So that is the story. In this way, we came to know कि how as the land route was stopped, so they were very brilliant. So they started to search out the sea route towards India, and they got successful also. So in this way, we came to know कि what are the motto behind of this, and how they had searched out our country, how they were established their themselves here only. So now the second chapter, second page, we are going to read this about the Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama. Who were they? They were the explorer of India. Explorer means they started to search out India through the sea route. Now here we come to know below the thing box. Subsequently means like that time Satsa. Some adventurous sailors. Adventurous means who were very interested to discover new places. Sailor means those who are traveling through ships. Sailors of Europe and other countries search of sea route to come to India. Now the first was we are going to read here about the Christopher Columbus. Then next one we will read about the Vasco da Gama. These are so many more are there, but these two are very famous explorer. That's why we are going to read about them, how they find out our India here. So first we are going to read about Christopher Columbus. Columbus, an Italian explorer. Explorer means those who are finding new places. Was one of the brave sailors who ventured out the sea route to India. Means he was the first one who started his journey to find out India. He thought that one can go to the east, west also, and he believed so. When he started his journey, those days no satellite, nothing was facility was there, no mobile, nothing. How they find out the direction? So it was he was assuming if he will go straight towards from his country, surely he will get India. But it was not just like that. Think about it. Columbus started his journey to India and accidentally reached America. As long as he lived, he was under the misconception that he had discovered the sea route to India. When he started his journey, according to his assumption, he was thinking if he will move toward the east side from his country, so he will reach to India. and he did like that he also. But when he got one place, he was thinking he was discovered India. But after some time, few months suppose, he came to know it is not a India. It is a new place. That new place name was afterward kept America. It was America, not a India. That he came to know afterward. And that's why the people who were living at that new place, the native people of that area, they were called Red Indians. And the island group in the Caribbean is known as the West Indies. West means India's west side. This place was falling, and they searches out the Indian people. That's why through this way afterwards that place name was called, that people were called West Indies, yeah, Red Indian. So in this way we came to know कि through the Columbus they got a new place which was mm, afterward named by the discovered by the Amerigo Vespucci. From his name only this America continent name was called America. But Columbus was thinking it is a India, and he stood that one. Afterward he came to know it is not a India, but due to his exploring, or due to this situation, that native place people were known as Red Indians. Now the next stanza is going to read about the Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama also another Portuguese who started his journey to find out India sea route, through the sea route. Now we can see in this picture also one trader is standing here, and he is suppose he is going to ask permission for the trade. Now in this stanza we are going to read Vasco da Gama, a native of Portugal, discovered the sea route to India. Underline if you have book, children. He encircled the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa and reached the port of Calicut on 22nd May 1498 after the crossing of Indian Oceans. Indian Ocean you know already, and through the map also you came to know where the position of our country and where the Portugal country was there. The then ruling king of Calicut, Jamorin, gave permission to the Portuguese to trade. So here in this stanza we came to know that India was discovered by the Vasco da Gama. He was a native of Portugal, means of basic people of Portugal. He discovered India. He encircled means he crossed the full Africa from the west part to south part and reached to Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. First he reached to South Africa. Afterward he started his journey again towards our country, and on 22nd May 1498 he reached to Calicut port, crossing the Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean you know already, in the south part whatever the ocean is there, that is called Indian Ocean. That time Jamorin named one king was ruling over there on Calicut. So the Vasco da Gama first took the permission of his, and he started trading there from Calicut. In this way we came to know how the Portuguese existed in our country for trading. Now the second stanza here written, the Portuguese established a fort in Calicut for trade in 1500 CE. Means after getting permission, Portuguese first they established their fort. Fort means Killa in Calicut. When in 1500 CE. CE means Common Era, after the birth of Jesus Christ years. They fortified it. Fortified it means they just make a big wall and पूरे उसको चारों तरफ से घेर लिया, and appointed a commander in chief, namely Albuquerque, to safeguard the fort. every time British, they were very few people existed at that time, Portuguese. That's why after taking permission they fortified their areas, and afterward they took the help of one local people and make him a chief of commander, and his name was Albuquerque. Why they appointed him as a chief? So they can safeguard the fort, take care of the fort of Calicut, because every time those people cannot be remain there, they can move here and there, then who will take care of that area? That's why they appointed Albuquerque to safeguard the fort. Albuquerque conquered Goa in 1506 CE. This chief was afterward this chief was helping them to conquer. Conquered means getting, occupying, helping the Portuguese to capture Goa in 1506, and they were successful also within a span of 100 years. Span of 100 years means 100 years may they were ruling here, and the Portuguese took control of Mangalore, Cochin, Goa, Diu, Mumbai, and the island of Lanka. Means southern part we can say. First they reached to Calicut, that is also in south. Then Cochin means Kerala side. Goa, Diu, Mumbai, it is you can say Maharashtra side. Mangalore falling between. They just capture in these areas within 100 years and started trading as well as ruling over there. So this is the story of this. Now the next stanza is end of Portuguese rule. Here so we came to know how the Portuguese existed, how they started their trading, how many places they had captured. Now we are going to next stanza about going to read about end of Portuguese rule. How the Portuguese rule were finished and the Dutch people existed at that time. In the next page we will see the Dutch came, then Britishers came, French people came, so many European came to our country. So let's see how the Portuguese rule were finished. In the beginning of the 17th century, beginning of the 17th century means when we were writing 1610, 20 like that, that was the year of 17th century. In the beginning of the 17th century, the Portuguese expanded their trade to Bengal. At this time, the Mughal emperor Portuguese started expanded their trade to Bengal. You can see from the south part of our country, Portuguese reached towards the east side, and Bengal was there only. They started trading there also. At this time, the Mughal emperor Shah Jahan ruled India from Delhi. At that time means this line is going to say all over India at that time Mughal emperor were ruling, and Shah Jahan was ruling over Delhi, the center point of India. The Subedar of Bengal complained to Shah Jahan about the behavior of the Portuguese. When the Portuguese started trading with the Bengal, so Bengal people were not satisfied with their behavior, attitude, rules, regulation. So the Subedar of Bengal complained to Shah Jahan. Thus the fort of Hooghly was demolished and the ships were burned as per the order of the emperor. And though that time Shah Jahan, when they heard about the situation of Bengal, he gave the permission to finish the or whatever the trade fort, whatever is there, finish from the Hooghly port of Portuguese. So whatever the ships were there, everything were demolished, finished, burned, and in this way Portuguese rule were almost finished from our country. In this way the Portuguese rule came to end with the exception of the territories of Diu, Daman and Goa. Exception means Few places were still occupied by the Portuguese, but rest of the part were vanished from their hand. Means Diu, Daman and Goa, they were ruling. Rest of the areas were gone from their hand. In this way, the Portuguese rule were finished from our country. So here we came to know about this, how the first Portuguese, who were the first uh, European, existed in our country. The, now the third page is going to start. After Portuguese, what happened? Who came here? Who were there? So after Portuguese, the Dutch people existed in our country. They also came here for doing trading business. After 100 years of the arrival of the Portuguese, at the end of the 16th century, the Dutch of Holland, now the Netherlands, came to India for trading. Initially means at that beginning time, they established forts at Pulicat and Madras, now Chennai. They also established a trading center at Agra in the year 1663. Meanwhile, the British also arrived in India. The Dutch could not withstand the corruption against the British. Here telling you came to know in this stanza that after Portuguese, Dutch people existed. First they settled in settle their fort at Pulicat and Madras. Madras, which one is now known as Chennai. They also established a trading center at Agra. Agra means you can see Agra is near Delhi. Means north part side also they established their fort over there also in 1663. Means south side also few places they were ruling trading, and in the north side also in Agra also they set up their fort. But at that time, like that Portuguese, Britishers also existed at that time. Meanwhile, the British also arrived in India. The Dutch could not withstand the competition against the British. Means what? Britishers also came here that time for trading, and they both are having one type of competition between them for trade, and British were successful for doing trade at that time, and Dutch were finished in this way. So very few, we can say few time the Dutch people existed in our country. Then British people existed very most more about 200 years. They just ruled over our country. How after in that same time also French also existed. We will read here afterward. First, so here now we are going to start the next topic, British interest in India. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth of England in the year 1600 CE, the British established the East India Company. This company belonged to merchants who wanted to increase their wealth by undertaking trade with India. Means when Britishers came to our country that time, in their country, the queen name was Elizabeth. She was ruling there, and the British established the East India Company. It is the one company name, like that so many company existed in our country, like that there also East India Company they had set up, and they were doing trade. For trading only they came to our country. The country belonged to merchants who wanted to increase their wealth by undertaking trade with India. Means that time in the England, so all the peoples were very interested to do trade with another country for making wealth. In this way, we can say all the England people were very interested towards trade. The first British ship arrived in India at the port of Surat in the year 1608 CE. Means in the year 1608 CE, for trading, the Britishers came in our country, they reached to the port of Surat in the year of 1608. Captain W. Hawkins, the captain of the ship, was the first British to set foot in India. That time, who was the first Britisher? Underline this one. Captain W. Hawkins' name, the ship of the captain. He first time set foot in India, means he first reached in our country for trading. He met Jahangir but did not get his permission to trade. That time Jahangir was ruling in our country. He did not give him permission for doing trade. Thereafter, Sir Thomas Roe arrived in India, who acquired the permission to establish a trading center in Surat. Here telling कि thereafter means after 1-2 years after, Sir Thomas Roe named another European England people came in our country, and he was successful to get the permission for doing trade, and that time he made Surat the center of trading. Later, Delhi went into the hands of Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan gave permission to the British to carry out trade in Bengal. After Jahangir did not give them permission, and afterward when Shah Jahan existed, he gave the permission to the Britishers for doing trade in Bengal. In this way, slowly, here we came to know how the Britishers were successful for getting permission to do trade, and they started trading, not only trading but also ruling our country for their own motto. In now the last for the day, the French, about the French also we are going to read, then the finish, then rest we will read tomorrow. Otherwise we will not understand what happened. Only Britishers existed, and what about French. So let's read. Not only Britishers, Dutch and Portuguese, French people also that time came here for trading, but due to superpower of Britishers, they were not existed at that time. The French is established the French East India Company in the year 1664 CE. French East India Company is a company name, a trading company name. They existed in the 1664 in our country. They established factories in Surat, Machilipatnam and Puducherry. These three places they established their trade first time in our country. The head of the French company was Joseph Francois Dupleix, who had the desire to expand the European rule in India. Thus, the French and the British stood in competition against each other to become the strongest European company. At that time, here telling this line, like that Britishers, French people also wanted to be established their rule here our country. So between Britishers and French people, they are having one type of trading competition, and in this way there were innumerable disputes and battles, and finally the British emerged as the winners. Means for the trading, for the occupying the place, French people and Britishers between so many disputes, means conflict, झगड़ा हुआ, and they are having battle also, and finally British were very successful for getting this area. However, the French retained their control over the trading centers of Puducherry, Mahi and Chandranagar. Means French were not successful. Britishers threw them out from our country for trading, but few places of our country like Puducherry, Mahi and Chandranagar in Bengal were occupied still by the French people up to independence of India. So here children, I am going to finish here today, then tomorrow rest of the chapter we will read.